여러분 안녕, 아스입니다. And if you've noticed a change, I've added something. I've added these. Can I reach them? These beads back here. My dad got them from work and asked me if I wanted them. And I said yes. And then at 8:45 night last Wednesday, I spent 2 damn hours untangling them. It was a nightmare. But, I don't know. I kind of like them. And they catch the. I don't know if it'll come up well on camera, but they're kind of iridescent, so they catch the light and look kind of like rainbowy and cool. But anyway, today we're doing a reading for the girl group IVE. I had to look up how to pronounce that name because I wasn't sure. But I saw somewhere that it's a contraction for I have. So, IVE, if that's not correct, please let me know. Anyway, let's see what their first card is. Ooh. Alright, the Woodwoos. This card is all about being original and maybe embracing the unknown, being very optimistic, and maybe having some unexpected events happen, like good unexpected events. And I think when you embrace your originality and who you want to be as a person, or in their case, an artist, and you start branching out, trying new things. And I know they're like relatively like a new group. But they're even coming at this with a concept I haven't seen before, where they're debuting with the image that they're a complete, the way I saw it written was a complete girl group, not a rookie group that's growing and evolving like they're already. Which that's something new for me, and I haven't seen any of their music videos or anything. But I like that idea, right? It's kind of like dress for the job you want situation, but not with clothes. And I like that. So that could be what this is all about. They're doing something original and different. And it's maybe going to open up some new opportunities for them. And I like that. That's good. I think anytime that you're true to yourself or who you want to be or how you want to present yourself, you're always going to bring in more positive experiences and energy and all those good things. The next one, Waylon Smith. Waylon Smith is about entering a period of hard work and dedication, creation, mastery of your skills, and things like that. So I think they're probably putting in a lot of work to themselves, especially if that's the sort of image that the label wants for them to have, and that they want to have is something that's already like a fully formed or complete whatever. They're going to have to work, super hard to portray that to people. So I think that's what he indicates, that they just have to put in a lot of work, and I'm sure that they are. And working on their skills and mastering them and all those good things. Let's see what the next one is. Oh, yeah. This is a queen of whose name I cannot pronounce. This card is about development of practical skills, right? It's also a card about good problem solving and friendship, which could represent, obviously, the girls together, their friendship. And that they're developing not only their professional skills, but learning how to maybe work together, or, how to deal with any issues that they face, like, if there's an issue with choreography or music or something, they are learning and growing, and that's very good. Or even if maybe they have like their own personal problems, maybe because this is also a card about good advice, they feel comfortable going to each other and have like a positive relationship with each other, which is always great, especially in a situation where they in most cases they not only work together, they also live together and you're around each other a lot. I don't know what their situation is though, but I feel like that's traditionally how things go. The next one, Ariel. Ariel is about change, but a good change, right? Entering a new phase of life, especially one that's very good for developing new ideas, especially pertaining to writing and performing. So I think as they work on themselves, right, and their original, like idea, because I feel like I've never heard another group like going with that debut concept. They're probably in a good spot creatively to create some new music, or things like that, stage shows, things like that, their choreography and their music and maybe what they want to look like, things like that. Last one. This is the Fire Drake. This is another card that's about great creative energy, innovation, inspiration, passion, a desire for change or to do something a little bit different, and also new opportunities. So I think the fact that they're coming at this idol thing in a slightly different way than other new groups, it seems like it's going to be positive. It's going to be a positive influence on their creativity. They're going to have to put in a lot of work, but I'm sure they already are and are well aware of that. And they're really developing who they are as artists, as people, and probably also even their relationship to each other. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh. Okay, next is the Magician. The Magician is about creation and manifestation and being assured that they have the drive to make their dreams happen. This card is about positive change taking effect. They just need to establish a clear vision of what they want and why. And like you stay focused and you stay on the path, right? Because especially if they're like working super hard, especially like the physical stuff, you get worn out. You do. That's why I give up on working out often, and I don't even do half what these girls do. But let's see what the next one is. Ooh, okay, yeah. The Fool card. This is about adventure. It's about new beginnings, which, like I said, they're a relatively new group, so it could even just be that. But generally it indicates being on the verge of something unexpected and exciting and new. Whether it's, I don't know, when did they have a song come out? April? They're probably not touring yet, so I don't want to say it's that, but I don't know, so you'd have to let me know. But it could just be the adventure that comes with the debut process or the comeback process, going on all the chart shows and whatever variety shows and what, all this and that. Do they still have like idols like perform randomly in the streets? That's an old thing. I don't know if any of you remember that. Where idols would, to get them used to performing in front of groups, their agency would just have them like walk out in the street and perform. Does anybody remember that? That's a long time ago. But the Fool is encouraging them to take like a blind leap of faith or try something new and don't be afraid to be different. Because good things are coming, exciting things, rewarding experiences, and just being open. Be open to things. Because that's going to contribute to their growth as people and also artists and performers, and will open up new areas of life to them. And that's good. I think they need to embrace, like we saw in the first card, embrace originality and doing things a little bit different. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, okay. High Priestess. This is all about reflecting on what you've learned and acquiring more knowledge. Like, continuing, like we saw in the first card, continuing their development as artists and performers, right? Working on themselves, their dance skills, their vocal training, whatever. If they write music, like whatever. But she's also a card about decision making, which we've seen some cards about opportunity and whatever now so far. And making sure you have all of the information necessary before making a decision. And even with that card about good advice, before, it could also be that if they're not sure of something, or they can't come to like an agreement on something, they should maybe, ask others, maybe some other people in the industry, or somebody that they know might have their best interests, because that's what's most important. Next, Knight of Cups is next. I love this card. This card is about following your heart. Yeah, it's about invitations, proposals. In this case, obviously they would be work related, like offers and opportunities, because it's another card about opportunities. And now is the time to start taking action. So maybe they've been working on themselves a lot, and in doing so, it's opening up more things to them, more opportunities. And they need to follow their heart, but also do it smartly. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you have all the information necessary, and don't just pick, like, I always say this, don't just pick the option that seems like the shiny, pretty one. You got to actually look into what you're picking, because it could end up, biting you in the ass later on, and nobody wants that. So they have to do what's best for them, but also something that's going to fulfill them. Follow their heart, but do it smartly. You know what I mean? Let's see what the next one is. Oh, another knight. Knight of Coins. This card is about consistency and improvement. So I think they're definitely improving, probably in a lot of ways. And they're young, so they're emotionally maturing and improving in that aspect, which obviously affects your life overall, right? But the Knight of Coins is also a wish card. It represents goals you hope to accomplish, right? Things you wish to see as a result of your hard work and everything like that. And this card really symbolizes recognition that you earn through your commitment to your work and to keep doing what you're doing. So I think they're definitely on the right path. They're putting in a lot of work and effort, and maybe they're going to start seeing the payoff from that in an opportunity, an event type of situation. Like, they're offered maybe to do more things, because people see how dedicated and hardworking they are. Let's see what the last one is. Ooh, 10 of Coins is next. This card is about establishing a strong foundation and a good life. Really, it represents having something strong and stable to grow on, to build on. And I think they're in that energy. They are putting in the effort needed to establish themselves and make themselves the best version of them they can be at this time, to create a strong, stable base for them to grow on and be prosperous and have longevity. And that's great. And that's what, that's what everybody wants, isn't it? To be stable and secure and know things are okay, at least, for a while. And especially when you're a rookie group or a new group, you probably worry about that all the time, because you never know how things are going to go. And you probably worry about it a lot, because even for more established groups, they know that it can just disappear overnight, and you can't really just be comfortable a lot of the time. So they're working hard, I think, to really make something stable and secure and comfortable for them, and that's great. The next one is the World card. I mentioned it a little bit earlier with the Fool, but this card can also be kind of like travel. But like I said, I don't know if they'd be touring, but maybe they travel for like music videos or something. But that might not even be the case. Anyway, this card really overall is about success and accomplishment, which is obviously ideal. And despite was this group made on an elimination show, a competition show? Why do I feel like I heard that? iZone. Is this the group that came from that show? I can't remember. I also didn't watch it. But the world really, it says like despite any like difficulties or hardships that they have encountered, they have persevered, right? They have put in the effort or planted the seeds, and now things are blooming and paying off, and they're starting to see benefits from that, and that's really great. Because that's really all anybody wants. You know, a little recognition and appreciation for the time and effort they've put into something. Especially when that something is literally themselves. You know, when you work in the entertainment industry, you tend to hear no a lot. And that's like, it's literally on you, you know? Like, oh, you don't meet our requirements. You aren't what we're looking for. You aren't good enough, and that really takes a toll on you, like mentally and emotionally. That's just the entertainment industry on a whole. So that could be, you know, they were on this competition show. Like, I don't know anything about them if they come from other agencies, because sometimes people do that on these competition shows, or you know, or if they've like done audition after audition, hi me, and like nothing, you know. But anyway, the world is about knowing everything is coming together and you are in the right place doing the right thing, and achieving or moving towards achieving what you've envisioned. And I love that, you know. So let's see what the next one is. Oh, okay. Page of Cups is the next one. This is about new relationships, usefulness, invitations, good finances, which is great, especially with this building a strong, stable foundation over here. That obviously this is a coin card, so it's always a little bit about finances, even if it doesn't tell you it's about finances. So that's great. Even though, you know, agencies, they like to take their sweet time fucking paying people, but that's another tale for another time. Yeah, Page of Cups also represents letting your inner child come out and play, and remembering to have fun, especially since we got a lot of cards about hard work and dedication and putting in effort and whatever. They need to remember, especially since they're young, to relax a little bit, you know, and to still have fun and not take things too seriously. And really, when it comes to creative things, like really letting your imagination out. And be open to new ideas and opportunities, even if they might not be what you expect. And we kind of saw that in pile one. We had a card that said, you know, unexpected, right? I believe it was the first one. Could be wrong. But yeah. So I think as long as they don't overwork themselves and remember to have fun a little bit, but still putting in the necessary dedication, people are going to see that and respond well to it, and it's going to bring some good things in their direction. Oh, for sure, because look who's here again. We got the Knight of Cups again. Again, make sure they follow their heart and stay true to who they are. Like I said, also is a card about invitations and proposals and things like that. So maybe they are getting like some offers, especially with the page of, oh, maybe they get offered to do something that's lighthearted and fun and lets them like relax and play a little bit. You know, they have some shows like that where they just play games with idols or some shit. I haven't seen a variety show in a long time, but there used to be ones. Oh, what was that show where they would have like random dance play and stuff like that? You know, God, I haven't seen that show in so long. I don't even know if it's on anymore. Never mind, don't remember what it's called. Idol something? I don't. You might know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's see what the next one is. Oh, okay. Two of Wands. This is another one about travel. They might be traveling. It's a possibility. Perhaps one of their opportunities or offers affords them the opportunity to travel. But this is also a card about their personal power and partnership. Could be that they get the opportunity to work with somebody, or it could just be their relationship to each other. They have a good partnership, all of them together. And this is like indicates like their personal power. They may be saying, no, we don't want to do this, but we do want to try this. How about we move in this sort of direction or see what we can do with that? Which as a new group would be great if they would be allowed to do that, because sometimes they get absolutely zero say in anything. But really also the Two of Wands indicates or can indicate success in creative ventures, which is appropriate in this situation, but especially those that involve partnership or cooperation. So the six of them could be in a good place together, you know, in their partnership, and they cooperate well together. But as I said when I started this card, maybe they get the opportunity to work with somebody and that'll pay off really well. But ultimately, Two of Wands, the world is in their hands. They just got to figure out what they want to do with it. And I love that. Let's see what the last one is. Okay. Eight of Wands is last. Eight of Wands is about gaining momentum and exciting times and also kind of travel. Maybe they're traveling. Maybe they get the opportunity to work with somebody or be on some show or something that requires them to travel. Or they're touring, which I don't know. You'd have to let me know. I don't know if they have enough songs for a tour, honestly. Because I really don't know much about them. But overall, Eight of Wands is about exciting things being in store for them. And enthusiasm and happiness and all those good emotions. Yeah. Creating a new and exciting existence. And sometimes even the Eight of Wands can represent communication, like online presence, social media. I don't know what they have for social media, but maybe they'll be a little bit more active. Which, you know, speaking as a fan, that's always fun and exciting. You know, when you see celebrities you like tweet and you can interact with them, that's always nice. But anyway, that's it for IVE's reading. If you liked it, please do all the obligatory YouTube things. They really do help out. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My names are in the description box down below, and I'll see you guys next time.